Hello legends, my name is Deadline and welcome back to a new Escape from Tarkov video. Today we're going to show you how to make easy rubles in Escape from Tarkov. Let's get into it. So, we will be going through absolutely everything in this video, including what gear to use, what routes to take. So, I'm going to try my best to give you my ultimate guide when roubling the Streets of Tarkov. Now, everyone's going to have their own ideas, their own ways of doing things. This is my way. I'm not saying this is the right way to do things. This is just my opinion. And hopefully these tips will help you make some rubles in Escape from Tarkov. I will be going through the kit, where the best places to loot, what the best keys are, when to leave, what routes to take. And I'll try my best to give reasons why I do the things I do on Streets of Tarkov. So, basically, this is the kit I would start with. I wouldn't go too expensive. I wouldn't go too crazy. If I'm going in solo, just to ruble. Because if you do die to a 3, 4, 5 man, whatever it may be, at least the kits aren't costing you and you're not losing out to too many rubles. So I go with the XLs. These are expensive, each to their own, but I feel these are the best for me at the moment. Hear people from a large distance away with these at the moment. So they're around 80 to 90k. Audio is huge in Tarkov, so no helmet. We're going to Blackrock Rig as has a 4 slot. As you can see, plenty of slots here. We're also bringing in the green flare just to give us that option of an extract. And if you don't know how this extract works, I do have a short in my YouTube shorts. I will link it down below so you can check that out as well. So these are the keys that I'm using at the moment that I think are worth using in Streets of Tarkov. You will see me looting these buildings here as we go. A lot of the decisions you will make rubling on Streets of Tarkov will depend on where you spawn. A lot of times people die on Tarkov is greed, or staying in the raid too long, or not taking the right routes, taking the wrong fights. If I'm setting out to ruble, I'm not really looking for fights. I'm looking to take the safest route out of there, get out of that raid as quick as possible. There's so many variables in Escape from Tarkov that you can really only make the decision when you're in raid. And also, I tend to bring a lot of rubles with me to raid. For the BTR, you can send stuff back, a backpack. You do want a large backpack. I'm going with the mechanism for now. It's just one of the big backpacks I did have, but you do want a big bag for streets, definitely. And my weapon of choice for rubling to keep it cheap and cheerful is the FN57 MK2 57x28 pistol. For 35k, this thing is an absolute steal, and you can buy SS190 from Peacekeeper for $4. I am going to do a live raid. So, Streets of Tarkov, downtown Tarkov, house banks, malls and hotels, as well as all the other amenities a thriving metropolis could have needed. This is my favourite map. The raid is 50 minutes long. It is tough. You're going to come across a lot of juicers, a lot of teams. It has 12 to 16 players, and that is the basic info of the map. Another thing I do want to talk about is going daytime is going to be a lot busier on streets. I would highly recommend going nighttime streets, as it is a bit easier to get around and it's a bit quieter most of the time. Just while we're loading in, I would like to say really quickly, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. My main goal this year is to try and grow my socials as much as I can. I've been really enjoying the process, really enjoying making content, and I hope to make some Escape from Tarkov long form content more often. Also, we would love to see you over in the Twitch stream. We are live there nearly every day on Twitch, and we do a lot of streets raids, a lot of ruble raids, a lot of tasking, a lot of helping of others. We do a lot of stuff on stream, so we would love to see you over there. Just before we hop in, taking notice of where you spawn straight away and looking at what extracts you do have is huge, as you can kind of plan your route or think about your route in your head as the raid begins. Right, here we go. Right, so we have spawned in the mall area. Now, we do notice we have Crash Site, Collapse Crane, and Klimov Street. Now we get to plan our extracts. We'll have to see how the raid plays out. Okay, we have someone here right off the rip. This guy is playing pretty safe right now. He has an SVT. This is kind of dangerous for me, but we're going to send it. And he's down! Let's go! Right, good start. Good start to the raid. This is why the FN7 is the choice of pistol. The ammo is no joke. Level 43. GG's. But anyway, off we go on our journey. So while I'm on this area of the map, I will head over and hit the TG Arms area. So when you hop in this window, first thing you see is a safe, some USD dollars, and unlock the door. The M4 has spawned here, which it does most raids, so that is an easy 40-50k right off the rip. And if you do have any trouble with figuring out some prices mid-raid, you can always open up my chat and type !price in the chat, followed with the item you do want to check the price of. There is a Tarkov price check bot in the chat, so that is very helpful while you're doing your raids. There is a set of filing cabinets in the corner if you are looking for those task items. This can spawn the likes of flash drives, intelligence, etc. Now we're coming down the road here towards post office. Post office building is straight across. A lot of people would run across the road and take that chance. I tend to run underneath, and at the same time I get to loot this little room here underneath that has 3 duffel bags. I think it's worth hitting the duffel bags on the way, definitely. A lot of this part of the map is going to be me pressing F. Checking this window is huge as you're crossing to enter this building, as it gives you a very good idea if someone has been here or not. Okay, these doors being closed is a good sign. Here I do want to talk about maximizing your space in your bag. You see here I get a rig from the spawn in post office, so I am going to move it around so I can fit the rig into the bag, therefore giving me more slots within the rig, within the bag, maximizing our loot run. I always tend to close doors after myself, especially in the post office building. If you do leave doors open after yourself, if someone comes in one end and notices the doors are open, they may know there's somebody here that can maybe put you in a spot of trouble. So I tend to close all the doors after myself when looting this area. Getting some items into the gamma can be very important in this game, in my opinion too, as if you do die, at least you get these at trade value, so you're not totally losing out money. My surf kit only has 6 out of 15 left, so this is a good trade in my opinion. So we do have to drop our rig, unfortunately, as we have a line. We do need to make some sacrifices here. Now we do need to get a move on. So instead of wasting time looting more and more and making that risk higher for us, we are going to PK. Check our extracts. We do have Klimov Street. So right now I do think that is the safest extract for us. And we are a bit juicy. As you can see, our movement is a bit restricted. We have made a decent profit regardless. In this current situation, if the BTR was here, I would more than likely hit the BTR, send some loot back and keep going. As we're getting later into the raid, there's a bit more of high risk. I feel like it's time we leave. So we walk over to Klimov, just outside Pinewood Hotel near the mall, hit the signal flare, shoot our flare in the air at an angle, and we run straight forward. Keep running until you get the extraction sign, lie down just in case someone does spot you running, take some cover, and boom. Ruble run went successfully because we did know how much loot to take and when to leave, and not get too greedy, as risk was getting higher and higher. Knowing when to do that is very, very big in this game. There's been many times where I've kept looting and got pushed by plenty of player scavs and you end up dying. I would count that as a very successful raid. Surviving any raid is successful in this game, as we all know it can be very tough to survive in Escape from Tarkov. Right, so here we go. We have spawned right outside the med camp area. So, see, we have sewer river, we have elevator, courtyard, taxi. Courtyard taxi may not be open, you do have to take that into account. This spawn is kind of dangerous because there is spawns down here, a ventilation shaft and that damaged house. Also, there is a spawn to our left, just up here, at the back of Concordia Apartments. So we will try and get to Medcam as quick as we can. I do tend to jump over this and see if there's any bosses on the gunner, which there wasn't, so we're safe. Aspect, this is called. These shelves here do have rare loot spawns. As you can see today, there is not much on them. They have filing cabinets. The door to your right has more rare loot spawns, has med spawns, med boxes, filing cabinets, duffel bags. So there's a possibility here for some decent loot. Be wary of what you loot, as people do tend to rush here. They will basically trap you in here. If you don't have aspect key can get you out here. Also, the med room is worth looting. Now, this is a bit risky checking under here, I will admit, as you can be trapped in here very easily if someone pushes outside. But I'm going to take the risk, as I know I've made some profit last raid, and I do have a low budget kit with some stims, nice and safe in our injector's case. I'm going to take that chance and look for a LEDX or any other expensive items that may spawn here. We are going to leave and head our way across the road to our left to check 15, checking to our right and left on the way as we go. Now, what I tend to do as we get into check 15, I do sit and listen for any footsteps to give us any indication if someone is here or not. I tend to run, check to my right, that's covered. Run back, check to my right, that's covered, and we look okay. We're going to close the doors. Going to check out here for our rare loot spawn, check the body. This area here can spawn some GPUs. Get to the check building, and it is not open, so that is good. This is a stair landing key. Open these doors first for a quick exit, and then we will hit the check 15. So, there can be rare loot spawn on the bed, and as we see straight away, we get a GP coin. Unfortunately, it's not a big coin. We get a golden chain. We get an Obidobolos. Get the almighty egg. We get a Nixor. Get a vase, 2 axles, and we get a little scav figurine. We do have to get to either elevator or sewer river. I'm not going to take the door exit, as I heard someone right outside the door, and take the chance of hopping out the window instead. So this is the exit I'm going to take. As I said before, taking the right route and knowing when to leave is huge in this game. Getting overrun by player scavs is no easy task. Sometimes I fear a player scav more than I do a PMC. Oh shit, we just got shot. Okay. Is that somebody in the window? Yeah, there's 2. There's 2 in that window. So we put some damage in on those. We might have killed 1 or 2. We might have killed both. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to take that risk, as we have a nice bit of loot here. Is loot fairly quickly and exit out the back area. We'll hit the 3 duffel bags we talked about before. Fill up that last bit of loot space we have, and Bob's your uncle. So now we're right outside Beluga. Make sure I get in here as quick as we can, so we can take our Stylobite building elevator extract. So you run to the top floor, checking your angles, over into the corner here at the bar, open the door, and in you go. Extraction. I feel like that was a pretty good raid. We got some stims, we got some rare loot, we didn't die, and we got out. We did manage to kill the 2 PMCs. But look, at the end of the day, we could have went in and looted those PMCs, but we put ourselves in a position where we can get overrun by player scavs and players in a busy area later into the raid. And believe it or not, 16 minutes into a streets raid is late, as the scavs can spawn in 5-6 minutes into the raid. We still got out with a lot of loot there. Made a profit of about 400k easily. Just be wary when running across this area, as there could be a spawn at Expo checkpoint. So, when we spawn here, we want to try and get to the post office as quick as possible, which is straight across the road here, basically. We do want to hit Golden World on the way, as it has rare loot spawns, but do be wary of the spawns to your right as you are crossing. There can be rare loot spawns here on the ground. Just check all the countertops, etc. Also be wary as you're coming in this door here, as there's a spawn here. I do want to show you the Check 13 area, BSG offices. So, BSG offices is right here. This is where X-ray is. And I crossed over to this building here. That's actually quite good for med spawns. There's usually a lot more bags. Then there's a lot of duffel bags in this building. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And there is another duffel bag in this room. One outside the room also. Also, one more duffel bag in the last classroom. So there's a total of around like between 5 and 8 duffel bags upstairs here alone, and I'm pretty sure there's one duffel bag downstairs here also. We have numerous gamers. We'll let them do their thing. So we are now on Kamchatskaya Street. I hope I'm saying that right. We do want to run all the way to the end of the street. Also, there's a cheeky little duffel bag in this shed, and we do want to look for this window here. And then we go in. So, what do we get today? We've got a DVL sniper. We have a VSS. We have an MP7. PCB. LCD. Always make sure to thoroughly check this area. Tetris, nice. As there can be some items not very visible. That is not a bad run on Check 13. We will take that. So with that use alone, we've made a nice bit of money back, as you can tell. This is why I think Check 13 is extremely worth it. Right, so this building was looted already, but we are going to go in just to show you. There is a duffel bag as you enter the room. We have armory boxes here. Sometimes guns and keys can hang on these little hanger kind of things on the wall. There's a duffel bag here. Can be spawns on the table. Also, if you open this door, there's a weapons case. There are also relax key can spawn here. And also negotiation key is used here. Can spawn some PCs and med bags, etc. And as you move down quickly, to check all the offices for PCs, motors, GPUs, etc. And of course, relax key. So overall, it's not a bad room. Take care as you're crossing Collapse Crane. What I tend to do is get in here as quick as possible. I would not take the chance of running straight to the apartments, as there can be gamers up in the apartments and they can see you running across the open. So I tend to go to the underground car park, and usually I would go loot security room, but as we can see it is open already, but I shall show you very quickly while we're here. It can spawn some weapon parts, stuff in the locker. It does have a safe in the corner. It has weapon spawns on the table and underneath. And it has 2 PCs. It's not a bad little room to get. The key is around 40 to 50k, I believe, at the moment. So it is worth getting, absolutely. Now, I do want to show you the apartments here. Also, as you're underneath the apartments, in this little playroom area, there can be rare loot spawns on the beds. There is duffel bags lying around the place, suitcases, etc. So, third floor. Go into this first room here. There can be loot spawns on the shelves on the floor. There's a PC here. Then we are going to open this room here. Concordia Apartment 34 room key. This is also a reasonable price. And as you can see, I've just made my money back by numerous times by grabbing that moonshine. Also, this room here can have spawns on the table, sofa, floor, etc. Then we leave this room and we go and open Concordia 8. This is also a reasonably priced key, and it can spawn rare loot spawns in the box, on the sofa, on the ground here each side. Now we are making our way to Concordia 64 key. This is straight across from where we just were, on the second floor. And as you can see, it is opened already, but we will show you for the sake of the video. You come in here, there's spawns on the sofa, on the ground, beside the bed. There can be a big kind of spawn. You come in here and we have the 64 apartment key is the one to get in to the apartment at first, and then this door here is the Concordia apartment office room key. This will open this room. As you go in, there's a PC, there's rare loot spawns here, maybe someone around this area. Just check the room thoroughly, you know yourself. You move into this room here, you can check the suitcase, check the folders here, check the sofa, the ground, this chair. this is Concordia 63. Concordia apartment 63 room key. You open this door here, you'll come in, there's rare loot spawns on the ground, on the table, and then if you open this room here, you can find med spawns. And yeah, that's basically, like, you can check, a lot of people check the other apartments and stuff for rare loot. I never tend to find anything worse in those rooms, so I don't take the risk, because it's a high risk, low reward option. Now, we do have crash sites, so we are just going to leave here. Then hopefully we'll get back in and get to loot the last part of the map I want to show you, which is the relax room area up around damaged house, etc. I do want to show you around there, but we will certainly take that as a W. GG's. So we have spawned in the mall area. We do have crash site, collapsed crane, Klimov. Those extracts are not great for what we want to do right now. When I am in the mall, I do check for rusted key very quickly, as it can spawn right here. No joy today, but it isn't a bad spawn for where we want to go. We do want to go to, we want to loot. Okay, I just got no audio for that guy. What the hell just happened? Obviously, do be aware of the spawns across the road. Someone can spawn across the road into the arch to our left. Basically the sewer river spawn. So do be wary of that. Obviously looting here is quite dangerous, but this guy does have an M4, level 45, trooper backpack, which you will take. Right, so we don't take our left through the archway towards Sewer River, but do be wary in this building here. Calante and his guards can spawn, and they are the guards can be pretty broken at times. Just take caution while entering. If they are in here, you do not want to enter the building. You would rather try to fight them through the windows, etc. Oh, it looks all good. So there is a rare loot spawn in this bowl right here. So as you can see, I'm checking the duffel bags. Just have a look around here. You'll find duffel bags, med bags, etc. So we're going to leave this building now, straight across from Sewer River. Lenina Street 74. There is a stash loot spot here, so you want to pass the entrance to catacombs, head down this road here. As you can see, relax room is looted. I will show you my shot of when I looted relax room for the first time. Here it is here. We're going in. Oh my god, another moonshine. I think this key might be worth getting. Another moonshine! Bro! Oh my god, it's a nice cock. Man, this loot is stupid. Oh my god, how am I gonna carry this? I can't carry this. This is the stupidest loot I've ever seen. Man, this is a cheat code. Then I will go in here, check for moonshines on the shelves, check some of the spawns in here. There's spawns on the shelf and on the floor, on the desk, there's filing cabinets, etc. And upstairs here, people may not know about, there can be LEDX moonshine spawns, etc. Can be spawns on the bed, in the boxes, on the ground here, ammo spawns. Then we want to go to the top floor, to room number 5. There's med spawns here. There's not much here at the moment, but I have had raids that have had really good loot, so I do think it's worth checking while you are here. So I do want to show you while we're here. We'll cross the road from relaxation room to this archway, and we want to go into the abandoned factory area and hit the abandoned factory marked room key. And here we go. Right, so we got an armor, we got Willer's wallet, we got an M1A, which will be useful for the quest. We got another Willer's wallet. We have some weapon boxes to search. There can be spawns here in the rubble. So not the most fantastic abandoned factory key you'll ever see, but there has been really good spawns for me there, and it is kind of worth the money. And if you do want to see some of these useless guys, make sure to come over to the Twitch stream. You will see me getting some bomb-ass raids, as we did hit a 3 million ruble raid. I will put the link to the tweet down below. You can take a look at what I got on that raid. It was a madness. Also, when you're passing through here, you can check the PCs and filing cabinets. You want to try your best to get straight to Klimov Street, hit that green flare as quick as we can, and exit. Just want to say quickly, as we're getting to Klimov Street, be careful of the mall area, as I have been beamed from across here by Calante and his guards. They can aggro on you from that distance, so just be careful. We do get the signal flare area. We hit our flare, it goes up, and now we run. As always, we take cover behind the car just in case someone does spot us. And that's the GG's. So hopefully those 2 raids were a good example of how to ruble on the Streets of Tarkov, taking a low risk, high reward approach to the game. Knowing when to extract, when not to get too greedy, what routes to take, etc. This is basically a safe option of rubling that I find has worked for me in the last few wipes. Hopefully all this did help with your rubling Escape from Tarkov. Let me know down below if you thought this helped. If you have any thoughts, anything at all, don't be afraid to comment below. Do hit the subscribe button, hit that bell for more Escape from Tarkov content. Thank you so much for spending your time here and taking a chance on my video, and I'll see you in the next one.